Thanks for joining me. I'm going to talk about the 10 types of testimonials that you can get. Some of these testimonials, though, can fit into 2 or 3 of these categories, but how they're used, which is what we're going to talk about next week, will depend on what categories they fit in. So sometimes, if they fit into 3, you can use them 3 different ways. Next week, we'll talk more about that. Today, the top 10, or not the top 10, the 10 types of testimonials. Number 1 is quotes. This is what most people use, get, and are very happy with, and you should be, because quotes are excellent. Number 2 is peer. This is something we'll discuss down below. Take a look down there. Number 3 is social. Of course, this is on both social media and online reviews. And so social is something that you want to have as well, especially if you can get a two-way conversation going that helps show how strong you are. Number 4 is influencer. This is a big, strong one, but we'll talk mostly about this next week. Next one is video. Now, most any testimonial can be made into a video, but one of the advantages to video is when you put it on your website as a video, when you put it on YouTube as a video, when you put it on your social media sites as a video, those testimonials become viral. I know. I have seen this with many of my customers. I help produce some of these video testimonials from people who don't want their picture shown. You can do a voiceover, and it really works. Now, the next one is success story. Success stories is something that's really good, but most people think, well, that's just simply a story. It's not. It's a success story. It has to show that you help them succeed by using something you do. Now, not every business can use the success stories. Instead, they'll use a story, which is more of a quote. Interview. Interview is when you're being interviewed by someone and they then say something cool about you. It's best if you can include part of that interview with you talking and then them giving that quote. The next one is long form. We'll talk about that down below. It's a little more in-depth, and I want you to read more about that. Number 9 is mashup. Mashup is really a testimonial that has several of these components, and it goes all over the place and can be used in many areas. It's kind of what I started with in telling you. But a mashup really strongly hits 3 or 4, and you can use them in many different ways that way. The last one is platitudes. In my first blog, go back and read that. It talks about platitudes and how you want to avoid using platitudes as a testimonial you're going to promote. Get them to give you one of those other 9. Because platitudes are something you can say, well, I would hope so, or it's, well, all your competition has something like that. So that's what a platitude is all about. We're going to talk more about how to use these and what to do with the testimonials and online reviews next week. But today, check your testimonials that you have and see which ones these fit in. If you have questions about any of these, read below and you'll see what each of these are all about. I'm Boyd Peterson with Big Picture Media, and I'm so glad you're here today. I'll talk to you next week.